going to talk about two obstacles. We're going to be working on the bridge and the pedestal. Now, the reason we start with the bridge is because it's safer. It's lower to the ground, it's a little easier to work with, and it's very important that we can control all of our horse's body parts before we move to the pedestal, because the pedestal is a little higher up, it's a smaller area to work with, so it can get a little tricky. So we're going to practice with the bridge and make sure that we can control every single movement that our horse makes. So we start with the bridge by taking our horse, making sure we get a very straight attempt. And the very first thing we're going to do is just walk our horse up to this bridge, making sure they are straight. If they are not straight, straightening them out. Walking them straight up to this bridge and backing them up straight. That is the very first thing we're going to do with this bridge. Once again, we'll walk them forward straight. Now this is a very good time to make sure that you can control your horse side to side. So say my horse walks up to the bridge a little straight. Before we even try to put them onto the bridge, we need to make sure we can straighten them out. So let's see. I can say, Toby, you're just a hair to the left. So I'm going to ask him to move a hair to the right. There we go. Now he's nice and straight. So very important that we first practice approaching the bridge straight and backing up from the bridge straight. Good boy. Now the next thing we're going to work on is we're going to work on putting one foot on the bridge and backing up. Once again, the reason that we do this is because we need to make sure we can control every single foot. Many horses will walk right up on this bridge, but the reason that we don't let them is so that we can control every single step. So if they get in a situation that they don't know how to get out of and may panic, they may make them scared. So another reason that we don't just let our horses walk right up here is, as you notice, this bridge is wooden, and as soon as they step up here, it makes a noise. It's loud. It can surprise them. It can kind of shock them. They're not used to stepping on something where it makes such a loud noise, which is another reason why we need to make sure that we can control every single foot. Now, to put our first foot up here, sometimes when a horse steps on something that can feel or sound different, it scares them. We make every effort to make sure that they know how to get out of the situation. So if they get scared or nervous, they can exit and not scare themselves even more. So once they scare themselves, it is extremely hard to get our horses to trust that obstacle once they're scared of it. So that's why we're only going to let them do 1 foot at a time. 1 foot up and back up. 2 feet up and back up. 3 feet up and back up. 4 feet up and back up. We do this to get them confident so that they know that this obstacle is nothing to be afraid of. And so they always know how to enter the obstacle and exit the obstacle. So let's get started with 1 foot. Now we're going to go back to our exercises at the wall, asking our horse to pick up 1 foot. We're going to do just the same thing here. We're going to lightly tap 1 foot, asking them to pick it up. Asking them to put 1 foot on and then back up. Good boy. Now it's very important that when we go to put 1 foot up again, that we make sure our horses are still straight. Very important. Now once again, tap 1 foot, ask them to put it up. Now see there, he got a little crooked. So this is where I can say, Toby, step over. Step over. Now we are once again straight. So we're going to tap 1 foot. asking them to put one foot up and stand. And then backing them up. Back up, back up, backing up nice and straight. And then walking them forward straight. Now there, he got a little crooked. Ask him to straighten back up. Ho. Once again, we're nice and straight. Very, very important. One foot up and back up. Now, the reason it's so important to come at this obstacle straight is to set your horse up for success. If your horse is crooked or off to the side, they're already off to a bad start. So make sure that you get them straight to set them up to succeed. Very, very important. So here I might walk around, make sure I can get even straighter. We're getting a little crooked, a little everywhere. So I'm going to walk him around a nice big circle and get straight on this obstacle once again. Now, once again, I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Asking them to put one foot up on the bridge. Now here, since he's done this very well, and I know that I'm controlling that first foot, it's time for me to ask for my second foot. Tap, tap, tap. 2 feet up. And then back him off.